Okay, now we're live. Hello, everyone. Very special stream today, since, well, if you can't tell, we are playing the remake of Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. Now, this is actually a bit of an interesting thing for me. It's actually pretty interesting for me, since, well, I have actually played it through this. I don't remember if I beat it, but, like, I played through a lot of it. It was a friend's copy, so just excuse me for a minute. I'm doing some cable management here. There we go. There is one other thing I need to do really quickly, but you'll understand. And that's get the case is for Pokemon Scarlet. Where did I put that case? I mean, worst case scenario, I can just like put the game. I can just put my copy of Scarlet in the case for Paper Mario, but I would like to like avoid doing that if possible. There is one other thing I can do. Just give me a second. In case you're curious, the other thing I'm going to do is I have a travel case for my Switch. Technically two, and one of the games I keep in it is the remake of Another Code, which I have been meaning to play more of. It's just I've been kind of obsessed with getting the Pokédex in Pokemon Scarlet done. And at the moment, the only things I have left to get that I can get without trading are the legendaries that you get after you upgrade the starters you get after you upgrade the Savannah Zone. So I've been working on the BB quests. I probably would be playing Tales of Vesperia instead. It off stream, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm going to go put my copy of Another Code back in its case. Okay, we've got that taken care of. Now, you might wonder why I didn't use the gun barrel opening in some of my more recent streams. Long story short, because I actually like debuted it in the middle of Wind of Time, it would feel awkward for like my streams of it going forward. That being said, as soon as and it'll become like a normal feature of each of my streams going forward, or or once I start my next series. There we go. I had to fix the audio delay again. There's one other thing I need to fix really quick. You know, I didn't. I don't. I. You know, I'm probably going to like play this off stream in addition to like playing this on stream. I don't know why the sound on my capture card is very questionable. I'm going to assume that it's either something with the cable or it's like something else, other problem. So, yeah. We basically have... Now, I actually have beaten Super Paper Mario, and I do have a copy of Sticker Star that I've played a good amount of. Honestly, it's not the worst game ever, although I would probably... If I was to, like, rank all the games I own for Nintendo systems, it would probably be, like, at the very bottom. Like, the only games I'd probably say it would be better than it would be any of the, like, movie licensed games I used to own. Like, I did own a few, like... Revenge of the Sith and the Fantastic Four game for the Game Boy Advance. You know what I'd honestly be interested in seeing? I'd be interested in seeing, like, a You may have heard... I'd like to see, like, a fan game talking about the adventures of Paper Luigi and his friends. If you don't know what that is, basically... Luigi is also in this game, but because, well, technically you can play as Luigi if you use a specific badge. You can also play as Wario and Waluigi, but if I get the badges, I'll show you. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna look them up right now. L emblem. Okay, Yeah, it turns... Basically, if you have the L emblem, which you don't get until much later on in the game... The 6th star. Using the L emblem gives you Luigi. The W emblem, which you can actually get a lot earlier. Or it lets you play as Wario, and before you ask, yes, you can play as Waluigi. However, it's not by equipping, like, a badge. Rather, you need to combine the L and W emblems. If you do that, you will become Waluigi. I'm kind of surprised that they haven't had it, like, a fifth counterpart, like the Rosalina to... like a fifth male character, whose color is primarily a shade of blue. Thanks. Goombella, our first partner. So you're probably aware of the controversy surrounding this game, and how, like, a bunch of the reactionaries, these, like, your yellow flashes and quarterings and whatnot, are complaining about how this game is quote-unquote woke because they corrected the text. And you want to know something funny about them? They usually turn out to be, like, compensating. I found that they're actually pretty insecure about something else. Like, for example, you may be familiar with the Critical Drinker. Or, well, it turns out he's written several books, but the thing is, his fans hate them, and even amongst people who aren't his fans, his books are generally seen as really boring. Like, James Tullos did a review of Redemption, his book, and he found it to be really boring. Like, it wasn't the worst YouTuber book he ever reviewed. That dishonor, I guess you could say, would go to probably Onision's book. I do apologize if I brought up repressed memories. You know what? I'm actually gonna go get something real quick. I will be right back.
Oh, yeah!
Nothing like stretch your root beer. You know what? I actually think I'm gonna have some of my rooms while this cutscene play on. You sneak out of there, obviously. Ooh. Goombella is probably like my favorite partner in the Mario games. The funny thing is that I don't think it really do ages in the Mario games. Like, they do obviously like differentiate between like, let's say, a child character and like an adult. And also an elderly character if you count the Donkey Kong games. Maybe get some gloss. Like, I have some in my room, so I'm not going to bother away from the screen. But like on the topic of the critical thinker, or what I was talking about earlier, like the thing is, he's actually a pretty bad critic. Like, he was claiming that American movies are all overrun with wokeness, and Japan is, and Japanese movies are where we should be going. But want to know something funny? When he was asked to name a Japanese film he'd saw recently, he could not name a single one. He named Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which, let's see here. Which was a Taiwanese film from the year 2000. And Old Boy, a Korean movie. Like, he could not, if he just said God, he could have just said Godzilla, and he would have been fine. Like, he fails his own, he doesn't even live up to his own claims. And he also tried to make, like, a movie loosely based on the book series. Yes, Redemption is part of a book series. And his fans hated the trailer. Like, I actually think that if, like, anti-woke culture dies out, he'll either have to, like, he'll either leave the internet, or he'll, like, do such a 180 and become, like, pro-woke that it'll actually cause people to snap their necks. You know, I actually one of the things I really like about Paper Mario is the fact that they have friendly Goombas. I really wish that, like, they'd actually... really do that in, like, the main games, like Mario Odyssey, for example. Like, you know how, like, in Super Mario 64 and its DS remake, they had a Goombas world? Do something like that, except with, like, some friendly Goombas. We can't go to the western part. Yeah, 90% of gamblers give up before they hit that big win. Disclaimer, this is not an actual endorsement of gambling. That was just a joke. Like, I would not be opposed. Just felt something funny with, like, my Switch Pro controller. I probably should have pulled off on finishing the wings until after the stream. I'll probably stream it until like 7, make this a bit on the shorter side. Huh. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to order some replacement caps. The good news is that I'm actually gonna look up some right now. Oh, I know that I probably shouldn't be looking this up on stream, but you may be wondering about that chest. The one right here. We can't get it until much later in the game. Like, if I'm not mistaken, it contains the final hammer upgrade. But we need the final boot upgrade to get it. You know, in relation to my suggestion earlier about a friendly Goomba a world, you actually could. The University of Goomba would actually be like Goomba City. Like, yeah, that would work. Like New Donk City, but with Goombas. Like, make it a university town. Excuse me. You know, I do find it interesting how both Mario and Animal Crossing have prominent female characters with a name that is partial that has part of the word Bella. Like Goombella and Isabelle. Well, actually, a name with Belle in the term. I have to wonder if I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a Zelda character who has Belle in their name. And I know that Fire Emblem has Maribel. I would not be opposed to playing the game she appears in on stream, but like with pretty much any other 3DS game I have, it would come with a big catch. Said catch would be that I would need someone to tell me how to set up streaming for the 3DS. I might actually try and switch over to one controller. I say this because, well, now that I think about it, there we go. I highly doubt they added any new characters. But I would actually be very curious to know what, like, characters they'd add in, like, a new Mario game. A new Paper Mario game. Like, if this does well enough, and I hope it does, in spite of what the anti... Scarochi. Yeah, I forget the rest of the lyrics. And yes, I'm just saying this because they referred to it as our underground. I know that there's a badge that actually lets you do. Hell? Oh right, I forgot you can't target. Close call. I believe it's every 100 star points that you level up. We cannot go this way, so... I'm actually gonna go back up and stairs and heal. This would be so much easier if I had the first curse. I could buy items in bulk. I'm actually gonna go wash my hands real quick. You know what? I actually think that I might... It's better that I at least trigger that now, since, well, we do actually need to head that way at a certain... Like, you want to know something funny about the Critical Drinker? He gave a glowing recommendation of Sound of Freedom, which, if you don't know, is basically this Sex Pest recreation of Taken, which, from what I've heard, is actually really boring, and it was a pretty blatant grift. Like, it's basically this generation's Go Ask Alice, I believe the name is. If you haven't read Alice, the book Alice Unmasked, or Unmasked Alice, you should. It's a fantastic read, exposing how basically a charlatan and started a huge panic. Beatrice Sparks is burning in hell, that's all I'll say. So I've recently gotten into craft soda, like... My city has... I'm from the same city that Jones Soda is from. You may know them if you got the Nuka-Cola Quantum and Soda Up. And their cola is really damn good. Like, the only complaint I have is that I can't really find it in stores. But want to know what I'd say my favorite brand of craft soda is? It's probably this stuff called Nickel Cola. called Nichols. Although Triple Cola is also really good. Hey! But as I was saying, like, you want to know what a movie, the funny thing about Critical Drinker's recommendation for Sound of Freedom? He did it because, like, he said the message and intent were good, which was about showing how in the sexual exploitation of children. You want to know the funny thing? By that same logic, he would be a fan of the film Cuties. You know, the one that everyone hated because it was CB. The intent, according to the to the director, I believe it was basically to show how children were getting sexually exploited. Like, the thing is, the film can have the best of intents. Lulu Reed and Metallica, a collaboration, also probably was made with good intentions. Doesn't change the fact that the album was terrible when it was executed. And also, another thing about the Critical Drinker, he does not disclose if he's being paid to review a movie. And I have reason to suspect there's been at least one case where he was being paid. And by that I mean being paid by the people who made the movie, not like Patreons. Because, well, the movie, in the time I'm referring to, is Lady Ballers, that there's a film by the Daily Wire, and he's worked with them before, so I don't think it's unreasonable that they would have said, hey, if you review this movie, we'll pay you. Oh? Interesting. What were they talking smack about me for? I obviously can't be saying this. It's off. I'm gonna have to look that up. All right. Are you sure that's the channel name? Because I looked up that channel and, well, the only thing I found was one that uploaded sports highlights from like 10 years. Was it on a live stream or something? Just to be clear, is this on YouTube you're talking about, or on a different website? Because I looked at... I looked up that other channel you told me, and well, the last thing... Hang on, there is from 12 years ago. I mean... I don't have any reason to believe you're lying to... to me, but oh, Albanian YouTube, yeah, then I'm probably not gonna see it. If they're like, I'm in the like American side of things, so like I'm going to guess that what happened is they uploaded their videos in like with Albanian titles, so I'm assuming you're telling the truth. Like, I'm probably never gonna hear them anyway. Run into them anyway. Like, I haven't gotten like a lot of spam comments. Like, I really don't care what other people say about me in their videos if they're not, like, slandering me. Like, if they're just saying my streams suck, then all I have to say is, okay. Still, I actually am kind of... like... I will admit that there's probably a lot of editing I could probably do with my streams, like... I think what I'll do is I'll play up until, like, I get the first star location, then I'll call it a stream. Still, if I start to get spam comments from them, I'll be sure to know, so thanks for the heads up. Still, that's actually pretty cool. Well, that I've actually got people talking about me that I don't know about. It's a sign that I'm growing. Oh, hey! Welcome! This is probably the most active my chat has been for a while. And quite frankly, I appreciate the enjoyment. I mean, the algorithm boost. Getting better at guarding. Yeah, that's something that's unfortunately happens. Give me a second and I'll fix it. Is that better now? I might just, if the sound delay continues to be a problem, I might just actually like mute the game and just put on like BGM. Like, I actually have, had like, one, I believe, Bosnian YouTuber who would comment on my stuff, but to be fair, that was partially because it was the YouTuber Seijo Zwak, I believe his name is. Long story short, I made a video on Grisha Putin, and well, given that he's Russian, I wouldn't be surprised if that's how they found out about me. Then again, Albanians is part of NATO, and well, I'm not sure if it's the cable that I have. Oh, that's the problem, or if it's like the capture card. I might try and see if it's just the Switch in particular that's the problem. But yeah, I'll do a few more minutes, then I'll call the stream for a few more minutes, then I'll call it a stream. I think I'll return to the... Well, I was going to say return to the professor's place, but well... I wonder what... Finally, this is actually starting to feel like a theater. Okay, I think I'll get to the next save point. Then I will call it a stream. I'm going to have to do some more research into this. Into these two people. Hey. This is probably like the most people I've gotten in a stream. Oh, we can practice action commands. Yes, I would recommend this game. So far, it's pretty damn good. Admittedly, I haven't played that much, but I did play the original, and this does feel like the original. A lot. I don't know if that slow motion in effect is present, but...
Oh, yeah!
Hey, we beat our first boss. Okay, I'm gonna save, then I will end the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. If I come back to this game, I'll actually start over. I'm not sure if I'll start over or if I'll, like, retroactively make this the beginning, but I will come back to it one day. Probably once I figure out what's causing the audio delay. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'm Andreas Rebel, and I'll see you next assignment. Later.